What's up, goobies? Welcome to Spooky Tuesdays. I love that my Swiffer is in the background. We got a spooky game today. It's gonna most likely take a few weeks to, or multiple, maybe, Spooky Tuesday sessions, which I'm looking forward to. This was a Suggy from like 2 weeks ago. Sorry for blasting your ears. I hope the volume's okay. This game isn't that serious, but what I mean by that is I'm gonna leave the sound alerts on. I mean, we know how Spooky Tuesdays go. You still haven't hit our market for it, so. It may, smiley face, be a comfy stream. Make sure I'm all situated. I'm eating beans. I think things look good. I haven't actually launched the game yet, so the start of this game launch might be silly. So we'll run the intro and then we might have silly for 5 minutes. I totally forgot to check about resolution and all that. I also don't know if this is going to be a controller game, so we'll figure it out. Or where my cam is going to be. Anyway, I think we're pretty good. Let's run the intro and we'll play some spooks. So far, hell yeah. Are we in? Is OBS not gonna work? God damn, dude. Hold on. Let me make sure OBS is gonna be alright. Yeah, oh my god. I don't know what happened this week, by the way, with OBS, but something on Monday just, ugh. I didn't even update or anything. I lost all of my goddamn data with the death counter for Elden Ring. And it fucked with my volume. And it also messed with my full screen game capture. Like, nothing works. Anyway. That's the only complaining I'm going to be doing today. I'll leave the cam where it is right now. And if it's super annoying and gets in the way, then I'll move it. Then I'll change it. But I don't want to move it unless I have to. I'm kind of all over the place anyway because... And you make sure the resolution's good. 1080p? Sir? I don't know how optimized this game's going to be. It's, I'm pretty sure this is an indie game. Sometimes it's hit and miss. Like 90% of the games I can run 4K, and then the others are like god awful. But with the VSync on, hopefully it's good. Although I doubt I'm gonna get 144 FPS. Do I have to restart? Does it just work? And they're coming out with the second one, allegedly. When let me see when they're coming out this one. It just says this year, so this would be great. If we enjoy this game, this would be something we'll get into, which I'm excited for. Make sure everything's fine. Yeah, the game volume's a little loud, but I think that's okay. Maybe boost myself smidge. All right, I'm gonna play with mouse and keyboard until it's annoying. Are you supposed to put your makeup on before you get ready? Jesus!
A letter for me? I never receive letters.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. Can I get a oh, yeah? From John Doe. That's amazing. To Carolyn Walker. Very nice. What is this? Why is it like a photo thing? Oh, do I have to open it like this? Oh my, that's actually kind of cool. It works pretty good. Is that me and somebody else? You think you can abandon us here? You just think you can abandon us? Okay, yeah. Simply. Do you think you can just simply abandon us here? You just think you can abandon us here. Okay, anyway, I'm moving past that. I have to click on their face. Ah!
It's been 2 weeks since I received that letter from the Wildberger Hospital. Since
I might have to balance some of the audio.
I can't get out of my head the image of those little girls. I can't sleep. And when I am able to fall asleep, it's only to dream horrible nightmares. I need to know what's going on. What's the meaning of all of this? I'm going to the Wildberger Hospital in hopes of finding some answers about this strange photo. I need to know what's going on.
Did it say it was from the hospital? I didn't even notice that. You serious? In that outfit? Damn, brave. It kind of reminds me of Crow Country for some reason. Ow. Jesus! Are you serious? That's right. Another Suggy game. So far, it's like... What? Oh, no. Close your eyes. Excuse me? That's how we start the game? Jesus. Someone bonk us on the head and then get some clothes on, woman. Did they leave our clothes out for us? Ah, that's very nice. They just left our clothes out for us. Alright, mouse and keyboard may not be the move for this game. Maybe? Why was I connected to the respirator? Oh god, dude. Yeah, controller might be better. Let me see how it works with a controller. And I get the controller. How's the audio, by the way? Is it too loud for the game? You let me know. It's kind of loud in my ears, but sometimes loud in my ears is not that loud on the stream. Oh yeah, it's so much easier. Holy shit. And like seamless. Cool. Respirators and oscilloscopes. I know that's the thing with like little green vibration thing. I've never said that word out loud in my life. I've read it a million times, never said it out loud. Yeah, I'd rather have I kind of aim for my volume to be loud at 75%, so. They took our eyeball? What the fuck? Excuse me? How would you not notice? I guess maybe if you just woke up, you'd be like, yeah. Damn. Excuse me? Can I do it again? What have they done to me? Who would have done such a horrible thing to me and why? I would say like this game visually is super good. Brown leather jacket with blue jeans. Can I touch the pockets? Touch the pockets. This pocket? This pocket? I'm touching the pockets. Okay. Interesting. Oh, was ist das? Was ist das? I thought I wouldn't be able to leave anymore. All this time and I refused to let hope grow inside of my chest. But now that Maria is pregnant again, I'm going to believe again. For Maria, for those little souls, and for me. Maria. Today is the happiest day of my life. After all the suffering we have endured the past few years, Maria, my beloved wife, has blessed me with 2 beautiful angels. But there's more. After all this time, she has returned to me. She looked at me with her eyes wide, as if she had not seen me in years, like she was waking up from a dream. That is not all. Something odd happened when I checked my watch to find the exact time at which the first baby, Emma, was born. As I opened the lid, the glass cracked, and the hands utterly stopped. I do not think this event had some meaning or other, but I'm not a superstitious man. But Maria insists that it was a sign. She has stated using the hour as her lucky number and uses it for everything. Number 3. What's the hour? 3? Interesting. Oh, shiny. I like that reflects. Holy damn. Nice. Nice. Good job. Whoever made this, good job. I could tell whoever did the world design and stuff and the visuals is better than whoever did the voice acting. I'm a fan of costume A. Doesn't that heart seem kind of small? Also, it's William. How did we know it was William's diary? An old pocket watch. There's a latch on the crown. Oh. Well, 1:34-ish. Whoa. Or 12:34. Then this is 2 twins. That's when they were born, right? 12. Time stood still when my two angles fell from heaven. Incredible. And this side is... I gotta have code, but it's probably 12, right? 30. I'm guessing it's 35, even though it wasn't quite. Ah! The puzzles. I took it? Why do I need this? I can still diddle with the freaking numbers? Use it. Lock it up again. Oh my god, I love the way you do stuff in this game. Holy shit. It's actually so freaking immersive. I'm impressed. Adjustable. We'll adjust it. Cool. Holy cow. They should make a roleplay game with the same system this game uses. These are the things. Okay, that's how I run. Okay. Space. Y. I think that's the wrong... Okay, hold on. How do I run? I think that's the wrong buttons for me. Because Y is at the top. You got the sparkling ice starburst cherry. That is super good, dude. I think the strawberry is better. There's also an orange one that's pretty good. But yeah, they're all amazing. They were out of strawberry lemonade and I was debating on getting a Cascade instead of a sparkling ice. But Cascade has bad food dyes. You know? Can I use this on this? Ah! It can be modified. Okay, so I gotta modify it, right? By twisting the knob. 2 times, you think? 2 times? Let's try it. And then using this. It's too big. It's too big. The wrench is too big. Boom. I escaped from the bathroom like the first Saw movie. Except they weren't naked in the first Saw movie. Yo, if that start didn't get you hooked. Oh, the hallway of insanity. Oh my god. The hallway of insanity. Wash your hands. That's right. Except me. I don't get sick. Was ist das? A lighter. Can I flick it? Nah. Thanks. Wait. I don't have the lighter? Oh. But it is. It's a light source, isn't it? Wow. This game is like gorgeous. I love it. What engine did they use? Is this freaking Unity? It could be. It's a pretty new version of Unity. Oh. A door. I'm in love with this game already. Can we just have the same like pace that we have right now through the whole game? They're wearing masks and the whole image is unsettling. I think in hindsight, every game made post 2022 is going to be reflected upon in a way that people notice that most of it was made with AI. A nailer. Dude, we're going to get nailed too? Holy hell. I've always wanted to be a woman. The Nightmare, printed by Henry Fuseli in 1781, depicts a woman in deep sleep with a demonic incubus crouched at her chest. See that art style, by the way? That art style is one of my favorites, where it's high contrast. Amazing. If you ever come to my house in real life, I'm gonna have art all over my walls like that. In the sequel, they switched to UE5. Interesting. Well, I'm not too mad. You see how this game is hella sharp? You know what I mean? It's because it's not ray traced, which thank fucking God. I hope that in the second one they keep the same fidelity. Because I've been playing Expedition 33 and that game is fun, but it is a blurry fucking mess. And noisy. No one wants that. Especially in a horror game. It's out of order. Maximum lemon soda. So arms open electronically. Huh. Pharmacy service window. I can't see anything on the other side. The doll gives me the eeps. That gives me the jeeps. Huh. Examination room. It's covered in blood. God, it reeks. I don't dare lift the sheet. Medical books. Huh. A detailed mannequin of the human torso. A 7-inch tape that could be used to record information. Did I take it? Yeah. Old files and nothing interesting. There are 2 different dev teams that worked on Tormented Souls, but for the second game, only one did it. Interesting. I have a feeling that... I mean, this game is super good so far. Like, it's just a fun game to be in the space, and I'm a huge fan when it's fun to be in the space. Also, there's a fine-ass woman that you play as. Good heavens. So the second game's got a lot to live up to. Alright. Recap. We got nails, recording tape. Those are useless. And this padlock that I can use. Wait. If I need a lock, can I unlock it? Oh, it reset to... It reset. God damn it. God damn it. I hate using a controller. I can't freaking move distinctly. What was it? 1235? Yeah. Okay, it doesn't matter. Cool. Just wanted to make sure in case I had to like quickly put it on a door. Also, it said I could run. I don't see how to run. Oh man, if I get chased and I don't know how to run. Planet humans? What? One suggy soundboard, one suggy game. Alright. A map. Can I take it? That's the first floor. So I haven't been to that, right? Oh, it says I'm there. Okay, let me get a grasp on this. Wait, what? This one has like a hallway and there's a door here. So what I'm gathering, orienting myself, is that we started on that like bottom part and we're heading upwards. Like, there should be an up staircase here, right? It's a down on this side? Yeah, okay, I'm following. Oh, I can pick up a map here. Thank God, okay. Okay, so we started in a bathroom. Push R, F. Oh, that's how you open it. Got it. I got it. Among Us 3D is the #1 trending game on Steam right now. Oh my god, amazing. Amazing. Let's stay up top. God, where's Dark? Holy shit, he's probably sleeping. Judith beheading Hollow Ferns. Painting by Caravaggio in 16... That's the guy's name. I like his art. Depicts Judith beheading a Syrian general, Hollow Ferns, in his tent after charming him. Y'all watch out there. Oh, the recreation of Caravaggio, is that how you say it? Caravaggio's work is outstanding. It does look really good. Is that custom art for real? Damn. I feel like my art style in my game is based off that, so. Am I stealing from this game before I played it? Videology? Well, I can't go lower than this, right? Can't do anything with that. Huh. More nails. Basement. I don't even have a gun. Hey! I'm out! See ya! I need a gun. Thank you for that. Is there a gun in here? A socket. A hex. A patient report. Dr. William Wildberger, since the patient's health is extremely delicate and the transfer could worsen their condition, I would advise against transferring them to a new hospital. The patient has cardiac insufficiency and requires an immediate transplant. The patient passed away at 11:34 due to cardiac arrest. At the time of their death, they were holding onto a metal object. With the rapid onset of rigor mortis, I've been unable to remove it from their hand. Does that mean it's a key? Wait, up here was the thing freaking locked? Heart attack. Oh, I just connected that dot. This one was locked, right? God. I mean, I need the thingy, right? Can't just push one of these? I probably need the thing for that bottom space. I guess we're going toward the monster. Without a gun? I need the nail gun. It's been mutilated. What is going on here? What is that behind me? Am I fucked? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that sound. I don't think this is a normal place for... I don't think this is how a hospital should look normally. Aw. I'm fucked. I'm gonna get bonked 2 times. Uh-oh. He's just like us. Oh, shit. Get him away from me. The door. Yep. Oh, shit. From that thing to this? What the hell's going on here?
My child, you are pale. What happened to you?
Haven't you seen?
A person in a wheelchair with knives in his hands was chasing me.
Oh, it's you. Don't you remember me? I'm the town priest. We met here in the chapel only a couple of days ago.
What? I'm sorry. I don't remember you. I certainly don't remember coming here before.
I see. Perhaps I'm mistaken. I'm old and get confused every now and again.
What is going on here, Father? Where is everybody?
The patients and the hospital personnel have been transferred to the new hospital in town. This old mansion has been left pretty much abandoned.
Why are all the lights off? I don't like this.
Oh, go on. Go on. Anything could be lurking in the dark.
I feel the same. Something evil is happening here. Something wicked that hides in the shadows.
Is there a way to turn on the lights?
The old generator has been playing up. It happens sometimes. Go to the end of the hall and through the door that leads to the generator room. You can restore the power from there.
There's a man with knives out there, dude.
I see. I'll do that.
Wait. Take this with you. It's not much, but it might be useful. It's dangerous to walk around the mansion unarmed.
Thank you, Father, but what are you going to do without a weapon?
My child, with a Bible in my hand, God protects me.
That's right. You're goddamn right. How do I equip that? Ooh. I can't have my freaking flashlight out if I have my gun. Good heavens. This woman is fine as hell.
I came here looking for information about the two girls in this photograph.
I see. What do you want to know about them?
Anything, really. I was hoping to find some leads around here.
Around here?
I don't know what you're looking for, but I can tell you these girls are no longer with us. There was an incident some decades ago where they disappeared, never to be found again.
What's up, Big Pookie?
That sounds terrifying.
Yeah. That was actually a perfect fucking sound.
Indeed, if you want more details, you could
Oh
try the
man, sometimes the
mansion
gamble
library.
sound is on point.
I'm sure you'll find something there.
We gotta go to the library.
Thank you, Father.
Oh yeah. Oh, getting nailed again. If you missed it, this stream started with this woman naked in a bathtub. If you want to see that. A crowbar? Can I wield it? It's freaking Gordon Freeman? Oh my god. I'm literally Gordon Freeman. Incredible. Oh, I gotta get my lighter. Oh, no. Help. Maria's diary. January 1st, 1967. William promised me that moving into the mansion where the city hospital is located would be the best for us. That would allow us to spend more time together. These days, however, I find him spending every waking hour at work. I fall asleep waiting for him at night. His passion for medicine is what made me fall in love with him in the first place. Am I being selfish? Oh my god, it's in a different language. Hoy es uno de los días más felices de mi vida. William. Okay. Today is one of the happiest days of my life. William came running into the room, searching for something. His eyes traveled around the room, giving me no more than a few seconds of attention. But then, he looked at me again, his eyes open wide. William came to me and put a hand on my forehead. He pressed his fingers into my wrist and looked at me for a few seconds. unbelieving. His voice faltered when he spoke. "We're going to have a baby," he said. I felt sick. How does he know first? Okay, anyway. Sorry, I had to ponder. William took the rest of the day off. He acted like a child, laughing and speaking of the future, holding my hand the whole time. That night, we heard a noise coming from the underground. It sounded like metal being struck over and over. We could not find sleep until early morning. Is there more? Spooky. Oh. Incredible. Radioactive suits. Morphine. That's the healing? That's my goop juice? So if I had a... Oh, I can crowbar these off. Oh! Incredible. Did I... Hold on, 1 second. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything at the end of the hallway in this room again. That is... I was thinking of going back, but like, I get why not. You spent 1K last night and left your stream on the computer, see what happened? It got back up to 1K? Jesus. I mean, hell yeah. Channel point farming? We love to see it. I gotta have... There's 2 loyalty points if you didn't know. Type exclamation point points for the other loyalty system. There's an issue with the electric generator. The pressure of gas must be exact for it to ignite. The correct pressure is written on the control panel. Damn, you instantly won. You can't pull them all away? Jeez. The correct pressure. What? Hold on. I'm not digesting this. Pressure of the gas must be exact. Okay. Open it. Exact to what? Where did it say it was? Shit. It's written on the control panel. What? Is it a 30-second timer? I don't know. Maybe. I'll check the stream elements. So it's a module from Stream Elements. It might be like their internal chatbot request timer, but I can check. I think I did have it on a timer. I think it's my own timer I set. I mean, 30 seconds is probably too much, right? Because if you're gambling, you want to keep doing it in quick succession, right? All right. I'll check that out. And you lost. Okay, well, we're in the generator room. So we were in basement west. Oh no, we were in the X-ray room. So we went down the stairs to basement west. We did not go to the morgue. I know where we are. So I need to find what number we need. Oh. Wait. There we go. Cool. Here. I could probably fix it live. I don't mind doing a little interruption right now. Give me 1 sec. Just so I don't forget. It's a new thing for me, so. This one is roulette. It has a user cooldown of 60 seconds. I'm gonna do 15 seconds. 15 good? Okay. Try that out. Oh, small valve. I didn't know it was... I was missing a valve? On here. I can't put it there? Wait, what? Oh. Oh, I see the thingy. It needs to be at 10. Got it. I got it. Okay. So, we need to get this to 10 somehow. So each of these probably... Oh, this goes here. Each of these probably increment by a certain amount. That one's like 9.5. That's a half. Just do 2. Yeah, easy peasy. You don't know how you got 360? Well, you accumulate... You're a subscriber. That's... You get a subscriber bonus. But then there's also... you just... I think you've been watching the most this week. Because we implemented it over the weekend, so... Wait, what? Oh, why is it starting at 10? Wait, what? So it doesn't... Oh, now I'm confused. These ones like reverse. The ones on the bottom add. I had it at 10, and then when I pressed the button, it went to 9. What? Must be exact for it to ignite. Well, I unlocked that. I don't want to go through there, though. Right. It's exact, right? Oh, it dips by 1, right? Oh my... I get it. So that gauge is mirroring the other gauge, right? And then when I press the button, it dips by 1. So it needs to be at 11. So that bumps it to 12. Do a small one. Like that? Yeah. Yeah, and then... Yeah! Oh my... Incredible. I did it. Look at it go. Now I can power up other rooms. Oh shit, right. Okay, the game pauses when you do this. Wait, yeah, I'll just shoot him. Freak it. Is he coming? Stop! I'm cornered. God, how much health does he have? Are you kidding me? How much health did he have? Hold on, I'm going all the way around. Super advanced juke. Can I not kill him? Did I get him? Did I? Oh, fuck. No, no. I'm fumbling. Oh, I'm fumbling. Oh, no. Oh. It's over. It is over. Come at me, bitch. Oh. Oh. Okay. I'm cautioned. Okay, crowbar now. Can't be shooting that anymore. I was panicking. Quick little map check. So I can grab my bearings. Okay, so this is the wrong floor. Okay, so there's the loop. We're at this little dead end here, so we need to go to this morgue and check it out. If it's unlocked. From the other side. Huh. Kind of confused. What would be active now that the power is on? Also, when I open my inventory, my face is covering it. I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna move that. We probably are right side gamers, right? I'm trying to think bottom. Nah, it's fine. I kind of like it when it's a little off. Something like that. Because then when I open my inventory, you can see it. It kind of is like Resident Evil, yeah. It kind of feels like Silent Hill more than Resident Evil right now. I'll be honest. But yes. That's where we went. Okay, I know where I'm at. Let's backtrack and see what we can do with the lights on. So... I don't know. I think I want to go back up this way. Which is where we started, right? Was there anything where we started that I needed to unlock? Oh, everything that's electronic. Oh my god, I understand. Photo of a nurse standing next to a patient. Uh-oh. Help. Lucas Huston. Evening shift. The nurses told me that a lamp was malfunctioning in the maternity ward. When I turned on the lights, I could see that one of the bulbs in the wall was indeed flickering. As I was getting ready to change it, a man came out of nowhere and grabbed me by my shoulders, pushing me back with strength unimaginable for someone his age. He told me not to touch it, and I didn't want to argue with him. I simply left. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Why did the old man prevent me from touching it? I should check it out. Okay. Wait, what room was that in? Like just a patient room? No, that's the wrong one. Shit. Wait, what? Is it on a different page? Oh, got it. Maternity ward, right? Is that where we are? Got it. Okay. Probably could have just figured instead of having to, you know, cross my T's, dot I's. Uh-oh. There's someone on the... There's not morphine in there? Oh, this is the guy that died with something in his hand. With the rigor mortis. Her fist is slightly tensed. So I have to zap her? Wait. This is horrible. Excuse me? Huh. I mean, what would I need? Nothing happens. How would you unclench a fist with someone who's rigor mortis with the electric pulse? Oh, this is the light bulb. Yo. Okay. Spooky. Wait, where? Is over here? Bucket. A little room. Slide it up. Oh, it's another film. So I have 2 of those. Is that how I save? I haven't saved once. Unless there's autosaves. I use a reel on it? I put the reel on the mirror. Oh, I'm just supposed to use my lighter. I'm so silly. Excuse me? Excuse me? That did not need to happen. Wait, what did that do? Oh. Please don't get naked again. That is very brave. If I ever shoved my hand through a mirror, I would not be going through it. I would be in infinite denial and I wouldn't touch it again. Interesting. Oh, it literally is Silent Hill. It put me through the naughty zone. This is lit. Oh, okay. I know what's going on. Oh. Now I can get the thing from his hand. Oh, Hannah! Let's see if I can beat him. Oh, fuck. It's useless. It's useless! I didn't... Are you fucking kidding me? I never saved? Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking kidding me? Not once did the game ever fucking give me a reason to save. Not once did it tell me how to save. And in like an hour. Are you fucking serious? I'm gonna just end the stream, dude. I don't want to fucking play through all that again. Are you kidding me? I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay. Sorry about that. Holy shit. So, I guess we're gonna go through this entire fucking game one more time. That's exciting. What a god-awful design pacing. That's a fat L for me for this game. Anyways, I'll do it really quick. I remember everything is anyways. And we don't have to read anything, which is great. That is fucking tragic. That is unbelievably tragic. Can I just... God, I have to read both parts to get through that? Did you lose all your points? Why? Why would you guys gamble your points away? This is like a speed run now, okay? I'm actually genuinely giga pissed off because of that. That is the worst fucking game design I've ever seen in a Spooky Tuesday game ever. Like... oh my god. Fucking ridiculous. I don't know if I have to click on every single dialogue to actually get information. But I guess we'll find out. Click it! Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5. Okay. Yeah, I wish the game fucking told me how to save. I literally played for an hour. Not once did it tell me how to save. But everything else has like... Look at this. Everything else is a fucking tutorial exactly like that. It's obvious it has something to do with those film reels. And do I have to like consume the film reel? I don't understand. The film reel? I must consume film reel. This is actually a speed run now. I mean, luckily, a lot of the first little bit we were just reading and playthrough, and I play kind of slow and immersively, so we can get through it quick. Yeah, when shotgun? That's a great question. Great question. I don't remember. Was there anything in this room? Yeah, there's ammo. Was there like a note? There's a doll. You're a doll. There's a morphine. Covered in blood. Oh my god. Am I supposed to save on this fucking thing right here? Jesus Christ. I'm gonna blow someone up with the freaking... Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Screw it. I'm not covering that up today. Push the button. Good God. Good God.
An old magnetophone.
I don't give a shit what you have to say right now.
I don't know.
Not a single one. Go goof yourself with the freaking pool noodle, dude. Holy hell. Are you kidding me? No, I didn't. I touched that thing. I got the reel, and then I think I must have been distracted. I don't know. We have to play it back. Yeah, there was a note here. We're gonna have to play that back. What did I do in that room on the first time? Holy moly. I knew it had something to do with those reels, the film reels. Oh my. Also, I skipped past the titties this time. Hope you're happy. Oh, I didn't. Did I see that last time? We didn't see this, did we? I was terrified of what William would do when he finally saw my naked skin. I did not read this. But my fears were unfounded. He accepted me, even with the scars on my back, left by my father's whip. William asked me why he did it, of course. I explained that the pain was to redeem my sins. William never looked at my father the same way ever again. Good God. Right. Okay, I'm just gonna go straight downstairs. Oh no. I forgot. There's something under these stairs right here. Also, it's good to know that it takes like 20 shots to hit that thing. Also, how the hell do I melee it? It doesn't have like a stun mechanism like in Silent Hill. It just like persists its animation through itself. So I don't understand how the melee is good. Fuck it. Was there something down here? No. It's gonna be really scary. I don't know why when I play with the controller, it's like I gotta lean. Skip. See you later. Skip. Skip, 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 skip.
What? What? Why are all... I think...
Yeah, this game is 1,000 times better on the controller, dude. Yeah. Wait, I can hold both triggers? Oh, right. That's how I shoot in general. Yeah, I already knew that. I just didn't think about it. Oh, I can dodge? I didn't see this before either. Okay, maybe it was like a blessing from God for me to have to restart the whole game. So if I hold left trigger in this... Oops. Can I do that with a crowbar? Where did we get the crowbar? I forgot.
I came... Any... That... Thing... I came here...
No.
Any...
There was...
That...
Indeed. I'm sure.
Thank you, Father.
Yeah, I want my lighter back. Where was the crowbar? There it is. I got it. Okay. That was like cringe of me. For reals. I can actually just dodge. I'm gonna try and melee. Oh, I'm gonna go crazy in the dark. There was a morphine there too. Oh my god. I can't believe I missed so much. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna be a better man now. I promise. I'm gonna be a better man. Okay, I have to get the valve first. I remember. Valve was... Where was it? Right here. Then we gotta go back. Tank controls are goofing me up. Open it up. Slap that baby on there right there. Twist this knob. This knob. Then this knob. Oh, and this one. I remember the knobs. I'm gonna put a timestamp on the VOD so you just skipped the section. And then push the button. Melee only run. It's probably gonna take like 1 billion hits. It's kind of hard to see it too. What? I can't even go close enough to fucking hit him. Oh my god, this is the most annoying gameplay I've ever interacted with. Are you shitting me? It's so annoying. You have like a 0.2 second window to run up and hit it. One time. Okay, maybe I need to practice. Can I get a better camera angle? Yeah, this is a good one right here, right? I pressed dodge. It's just fucking slow. Oh my god, fuck this. Fuck this. That is the shittiest meleeing system I've ever seen in my life. I pressed dodge again and it doesn't fucking work. Please. Oh my god, dude. This game is so annoying with the combat. It's worse than Silent Hill 1. Please help me. Oh, that was a painful experience. I know that I need to kill tons of enemies with a melee weapon too. Like, it's a demand for these kinds of games. Oh god, I'm not looking forward to it. If you could like dodge and then, I don't know, like go back to where you were standing. Hold on. Also, the camera angles are buns. If I'm dodging, I have to walk forward and then hit. That's as fast as I can do it. Dodge, walk forward, hit. And then I have to dodge again because you only get one. Huh. So what you guys don't know, there are windows in which the animation is playing where you can't do anything. Like, if I just spam a button, it won't do anything. So there's a huge delay after I hit. So like if I swing, I'm spamming X and then it dodges. There's also like when I walk forward and then engage, there's like a half second where I can't do anything. Huh. I guess I'll give it another shot. But good heavens. Wait, wasn't there a second reel somewhere? Did I miss it? Oh, was it in the maternity leave, wasn't it? Oh, I didn't even grab the first map. I think it was. I think like probably shouldn't go to the maternity leave first, right? There's another room. Can I break these pots? Okay. I'm not surprised, but... So that one had an electronic lock. This one was locked from the other side. Wait. Hell nah. I need to look at the map. Okay, the waiting room would lead you to the main hall. He fucking has a ranged attack. He has a ranged attack. I'm not having this. Oops. Oh, I tried to dodge it. It doesn't work like that. He's still alive. Okay, there's a time where you can melee and a time where you can shoot, right? That's the point of that? Nothing would change in here after the lights being on, right? This entire room was lit by candles anyways. Okay. Dude, I don't know why this game's combat is peeving me so bad. You could say that, like, it's another thing for me to learn, but it is also just not a pleasant experience. So there was only one door that was electronically locked. I thought there was multiple. Can I see? I'm not fucking dealing. I don't have the ammo for that. Okay, where was the save room? It was in the maternity leave, right? Am I silly? Why can't I remember where the save room was? We couldn't get into the base or into the morgue. We have to get into it from the basement west. Wait, what? I want to save again before I go further that way. There was another staircase here, right? Yeah, I'm so confused. It must have been this way, right? That had it? That must have had the save. When I screwed up the first time, I don't remember where the save was. I know we got a second reel somewhere, so I just don't remember. I'll just concede. I don't know how I'm getting that mixed up. It's down here. It's freaking down here. There's not a save thing in here, is there? I feel like they would make it obvious, so. Like, it had a blinking red light on the first time. That's literally like a haunted house gag. I'm cooling off. I'm cooling off. Please. Am I really that dumb though? I can't remember where the freaking save was. Like, if I die, you realize that I saved before we did the whole boiler room thing. It's gonna be painful. I have no morphine either. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, I have morphine. Oh, it spits. God. Everything happens so fucking slow. He has aimbot too. God damn. I'm one shot from death right now. Oh my god, dude. This game is ass. With the fucking combat. There's a hole in its chest cavity. I don't even care right now. If I die, dude, my desire to continue is wiped off the planet. I need what? I need to force it somehow. So the mirror space is something I can't access yet, really. Okay. I would like to save. God damn. Please, game. I'm fucked. I love that I can't see what I'm shooting at like 90% of the time. Okay, I still need a way to deal with this, right? Zapping him isn't enough. Take it out of his hand while he's zapped. Oh, it's a girl. The heart is missing. Yeah, I gotta return. So I gotta return the heart back in the dark realm, right? Also, the things that crawl on the ground shoot spit that is unavoidable. Unavoidable. Is there a save in the freaking... I have no health. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. If I have to freaking restart from a super far back position, I'm gonna end the stream early for real. And I'm gonna refund this game. I was praising it in the start too, which is awesome. Okay, that's where the generator exit was. Where the fuck was the save? Dude, it's over. It's over. I have one hit. If I go into the room I think that I have to progress to next, there's unavoidable projectile hits from people, from two things. I'm one hit from death. I'm just gonna walk in that room and fucking die. And then I have to restart all the way back from before the goddamn priest. Before the boiler, before I killed the things, before the mirror. For real, like I might as well just fucking refund it right now. It's gonna be a rage stream now. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. It gave me a save and I can't fucking use it. Pharmacy is locked. There's a newborn room. Wait, is the newborn door even... Is it even there? Oh, it's blocked. Huh, okay. Yeah, it's over. It's freaking over. And I can't just use it. Yeah, the examination room has a save, right? I know. But there's 2 monsters waiting for me in this. Right in here. They shoot a projectile I can't avoid. No. Very cool game. No, the mirror's a dead end. This game is fucking ass. It's like no one ever play tested this ever. I can't even see when I'm at the beginning of that hallway. Incredible. Ugh. This might be the worst Spooky Tuesday game I've ever fucking played. Ever. What the fuck am I supposed to do? For real. I don't want to continue. I really don't. I mean, what else do I have on the docket? This is what I was planning on playing for the next 3 Spooky Tuesdays. I can't stand more than another, like, 5 minutes of this. This game is fucking ass. I can't tape when I'm out. So after I turn the lights on, 2 things immediately spawn in that room. Immediately. My fucking desire right now to continue is insanely high. No one fucking watches me on fucking Spooky Tuesday anyway.
What? What? Why are all...
What?
Thank... I came here look... anything.
There was a...
That's... Thank you, Father.
Did I get what real? What was the other morphine? I think you get it in the mirror space. I pressed the dodge like an hour before it dodged. You lost all of your points. Damn. Dude, this game has put me in an absolute fucking trash mood. I have no choice but to just ride this piece of shit fucking game out the rest of the night. What an embarrassment of a fucking game. Whoever designed the gameplay of this game should be shot with a squirt gun. This game is awful. Absolutely awful. And it's not even close. I'm done. We're playing something else. We're playing something else. I'm refunding that game. That has got to be the worst Spooky Tuesday game I've ever fucking played in my life. In my entire life. What an absolute tragedy, embarrassment of a video game ever. Garbage fucking video game. One of the worst things I've ever played in my entire fucking life. We're gonna pivot to something entirely else. Like, oh, holy shit. What a god-awful game. God-awful. I cannot stand doing, like, just completely cut out the combat. Just fucking remove all the guns in the combat. Let me run around the house and just go through the dumb little story you made. Because everything else is fucking garbage. One of the worst things I've ever played in my life. Ever. And they're gonna port that to fucking... They're gonna port that to Unreal Engine 5. Just to make it even better. That is incredible. Incredible. Do not recommend. It's so bad, I'm actually gonna cut that entire start of the stream from the VOD. It's gonna be cut. And I'm not even gonna put much effort. I'm just gonna use YouTube cut. God awful. That game's been out for 4 years. Holy fuck. It's like no one ever fucking played that in their life. There is zero playtesting at all. The combat is atrocious. Atrocious. Oh my god. Like, I feel the need to just complain, just to, like, let go of it. It's like a sort of catharsis. Because that was the worst experience I have ever had. Ever. Oh my god. I have never had a worse experience playing a game on stream, let alone the Spooky Tuesday, in my life. Jesus Christ.
Peggy 8.
Jesus Christ. Embarrassing. We'll pick something really quick. Let me figure something out. We're gonna just have to quickly pivot to something. It's not really a shuffle? What do you mean? Because it's like contextually accurate? Oh my god. Alright, we're gonna play this. That game went to shit so fast. I even gave it one more shot. Like, after that first death, I was, like, when I got one shot, I gave it one more shot. No way. No way. Never fucking again. That one's going into the... I'm just gonna forget about it by tomorrow. It's tragic. Holy hell. I can't believe how straight garbage that game was. Oh my god. We're gonna play Growing My Grandpa. That's what we're gonna play. And if this, I don't know how long this game's gonna be. If it's short, we'll do a trash horror and we'll end the night with some silly stuff. Some silly stuff. This was another Suggy from a couple weeks ago. It looked pretty good. Why is it? What is this resolution? Hold on. It's like tiny. Yeah, we're gonna grow some grandpas now. Cathartically. I need some cathartic grandpa growth. How big is that even gonna show up on OBS? You see how tiny it is? Why is it so small? Hello? Can I not? Oh, F4. F3. Shader intensity? Probably not on at all, right? Okay, who up growing their grandpa? Who up growing their grandpa? I don't know where my camera is gonna sit. I'll leave it there. Who cares? Would you like to view the tutorial? Yeah. Please read. This game is designed to be played with a mouse. I don't have a mouse. I have a dog. I thought about getting some chinchillas. So we might have to, yeah, we might have to find something else. I don't own a mouse. The input is required of you is based around clicking the mouse buttons. The right mouse button will change the cursor's image and function. Only when pointing, indicated by the index finger, can you, the player, interact with the certain menu buttons and prompts. Please click below in the pointing mode to continue. The second cursor mode is indicated by the cursor's image, featuring a hand extending all fingers. This mode concerns interacting with objects inside the world, mainly picking up an object and moving it into another position. To continue, please pick up the piece of trash on the right and place it in the garbage can on the left. Remember, the right mouse button will change the cursor's mode, but when holding something, the mode cannot be changed until the cursor is not holding something. That's it. There'll be many situations in Growing My Grandpa that require you to pick things up, place things, grab things, or give things. Don't be afraid to experiment and keep an open mind about using your hand. Please click the button to continue. In order to expedite the completing process, you can use digits 1, 2, and 3 on your keyboard's number row at the top of the keyboard to reposition the trash can below. Try moving it to the right of the screen 3 on the keyboard. Well done. Please click the continue button to move on. Oh shit. Did I skip something? I did. It was a video options. We already saw that. The one thing I skipped. Hovering over the small question mark on the top right provides an overlay related to available configuration options. Cool. They'll be available all times. That's the tutorial. Games. Amazing. Check it out. Week 1. I excused Adrienne during music class today and spoke with her about her recent string of demerits. It's our first time meeting outside of our quarterly evaluations, and I believe it went well. I can certainly understand Mrs. Richardson's classroom's observations concerning Adrian's emotional state. She was, of course, intensely shy when we first met. As I understand it, she's similarly withdrawn in her classroom activities and only speaks or acts when she absolutely must. Some things she simply will not do. Instead of participating in the mandatory group activities, she will sit alone and accept that she will receive a demerit. Woman! Before the meeting, I read Mrs. Richardson's parent-teacher report, which allowed me to estimate some about Adrian's home life. The parents are well educated and come from a prestigious background, but they lack time to properly nurture Adrian. She is often alone, and when she's not, the parents seem to not understand the importance of warmth and affirmation when dealing with someone so young. Having two parents of this reserved, icy temperament exacts an inhibition in a child. The child's imagination is subdued, but only ostensibly, for it eventually finds its way into regular life. I summarized that I would be able to reach out to Adrian by a way of make-believe. What? How are you liking your new house? You told me you used to live close by, but it can still be a big adjustment. A new room, a new school. The basement. I like that. What is happening? Alright, hold on. I think that I need to bottom right my camera. There's a lot going on. Like here. The basement. Yeah, well, there's a lot of cool stuff. Mom and Dad sent me down there. Your mom and Dad made you go? Yeah, there's lots of cool stuff. Well, that's not why they sent me down there, though. Why did they send you down there? Fighting? They were fighting? Shouting. I came to help and they shouted at me. They said they'd go clean up downstairs. So I went. That sounds tough. Do they fight a lot? No, well, it's alright, Adrian. Maybe you can tell me more about the basement instead. Okay. Well, it was weird at first, the stuff down there, but cool. I found something living, sort of. It's very interesting, Adrian. Please tell me more. By indulging in her fantasies and stories, I was able to glean more of an understanding of Adrian's anxiety surrounding her home and parents. The symbols of Adrian's story seem to carry their own traumatic weight, and her exploration of the basement may very well be a vehicle for the conveyance of her anxiety. Whatever might come of our next meeting, whether she will engage in similar make-believe, I will set down her story here. What does this have to do with growing a grandpa? Adrian's story begins with her delving into the basement with a trash receptacle and the goal of cleaning up. She discovered one of the walls was covered in plastic bags. What? She went to investigate, intent on tearing away whatever they covered. Trash bags. Garbage. 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 Upon removing the plastic trash bags from the wall, she noticed their interior lining was covered in glass. What? Like a window. I offered. No, she said, like a mirror. Reflecting inward toward the animal they covered. Animal? I gently asked her what exactly this animal was. Here is where the material reality of the story took a turn for the explicitly fantastic and imaginary. Imaginary. Upon her discovery of it, her gaze, it grew, or extended, its shaggy-haired self. Hair like the fur of a dog, I offered. No, she said. I'll keep this brief. Tormented Souls is probably the worst game I've ever played. So I refunded it, and we're moving on to this. Not the fur of a dog, nor the hair on her head. It grew out towards her, the animal's hair reaching out. It was hard, standing almost straight, like the hair on a bush. A bristle, I offered. Yes, she said. She was very afraid at first, but then very curious. I asked her what else was in the room. More things hidden away, she said. Things of Grandpa's as well. First, she found a hidden passage under the stairs. Inside were strange dolls, magic objects, naked, faceless figures. Naked! I was enjoying Tormented Souls. Yeah, I'll give a brief review. The world is super cool. The story is eh. I think that the level design and the aesthetic and some of the like exploration and the puzzles and the way you interact with things is super cool and innovative. But they clearly did not do anything right with combat. And the balance, I would say, between how an enemy works and healing and resource gathering and saving is the most unfun, imbalanced thing I've ever interacted with. And it's like, it's like if you played a level from a 3-year-old in Roblox and they made a monster and threw around some random fucking health things or whatever and expected you to beat it, but it was like borderline impossible because there was no thought process behind it out of an immaturity. That's exactly how the combat is in that game. And I've played hard shit, right? It's not even like a challenge. It's straight up like incapable. Like the worst experience I've ever had in my life. Saying it's awful mechanics is an understatement. I've played a lot of Spooky Tuesday games with awful goddamn mechanics and like still plowed through and had fun, right? Even some that were on the fringe. I don't remember what the name of that one game was. It was kind of like Silent Hill. It was pretty short. Yeah, that one was on the fringe, but it had a practiced learning curve, like and a sense of forgiveness and a sense of like it being a fucking video game. I don't know. I mean, the game is obviously like presentable. That's probably why it has positive reviews. But it's the worst fucking thing I've ever played in my life. Go play it yourself. I'm gonna continue with growing my grandpa. I'm not gonna bring up Tormented Souls for the rest of the night, so. I heard these cryptic utterances and merely nodded. In order to keep a game of make-believe going, I only pressed for details where I thought necessary. The faceless dolls could be a simple metaphor for the anonymity she feels in her own home. The hidden passage, I am unsure of what to make of that. The revealing of the concealed seems to be thematic in her fantasy. The door under the stairs is but one example. I mean, am I grabbing these? What is there to grab? Huh. The darkness of the shadowy corner unnerves you. You cannot explore here without some sort of light. Okay. It's an empty basement. Another trash pile. This? I'm not picking anything up. What am I looking at? Something underneath the stairs? What? Oh. Once she removed the panel and found a magical hidden passage, she was very specific about what she took. She found a magic book, a magic doll, a photo of her late grandpa, and magic glue. I don't want to be seeing these. What are these? I'll take the doll. Ugh. A slouching doll, its material is rough and coarse. It kind of looks like a starfish in a human shape. What is this? Clean this up. Yeah, clean these up. Okay, my OCD wanted me to clean that before I took anything. A glue. Incredible. Photo of your late grandfather. I did not expect that to be what he looked like. On the reverse side of the photograph, there is more text. Good luck on your trip to the Urals. Stay warm. Mr. PhD. Eurasian steppe shamanism and the fusiform gyrus. An interdisciplinary study in sympathetic magic. Dissertation. The impetus of this research was the recognition of a particular pattern in fragments of documents relating to the magic and magico-religious practices. Numerous sources were drawn from commentaries on laws relating to the banning of sorcery and necromancy, compilations of folk charms relating to love spells, hagiographs of saints and their encounters with devils. The list spans many centuries and great distance, from the Levant to the Khazar Khanate to the border of the modern nation-states of Russia and Kazakhstan today. Wow, we're reading, okay? From this paper, a trail arose in a consistent account about a certain form of magic relating to the binding of demons to a sorcerer's well. A demon called the Heaven of Needles, or the Angel of Needles, was known to be kept best by shamanic keepers or wards who suffer from face blindness. Prosopagnosia, whether by birth or through developmental causes like a stroke or head injury. It was known to be extremely effective, but terribly dangerous, so much so that it became outlawed several times and was generally a popular scapegoat relating to unexpected death. Don't be messing with demons, y'all. This nexus of magico-religious meaning-making sorcery regarding human-related desires and the history and science of neurological disorders related to the fusiform gyrus is where the subject of this dissertation will reside. I will outline further and then analyze the historical sources I mentioned previously and then go into the neurology of mystic and magico-religious experiences. After that, I will detail my ongoing correspondence with a resident of the Ural Mountain region who is an expert folklorist and a keeper of traditions he claims have been passed down through the extended family for generations. That was my grandpa writing that? I interrupted to ask what she did with these magical mysterious materials. The little girl read that to the psychologist. Grow, Grandpa, she explained plainly, and then without missing a beat, she continued on with her story. What? Feeling this was a potent symbol, I stopped her again to ask what she meant. Somewhat puzzled, I did not understand immediately. She explained slowly. Grandpa lives in the cage in the other room. The cage behind the door. They grow people in the cage. Ew. I don't like this at all. Ugh. I don't like this game at all. In a smiley face way. Not in a tormented souls way. A hastily written note. I've repeatedly called your homes to no avail, and so I am forced to leave this here for you all. I found William sitting in the corner of the enclosure area, seemingly severely concussed. Whiskers were gone, and none of its usual hiding places. I immediately suspected the worst. The project thus must be suspended for now. I am leaving up the usual mirrored coverings we use to keep the anthropotic, right, void sealed. An anthropotic void, right. I have done my best to lock up everything on such short notice. It is a hasty fix, but it requires some time to find a more permanent remedy. You're gonna grow, Mr. PhD. I'm honestly hoping you do not find this note, as I intended to lock the house down too. I intend to race off to you to retrieve your lockbox keys. Do not worry about William's key. It and the rest of his equipment is almost certainly deep within Whiskers now. Who Whiskers? I pray you do not enter this room, no matter how it may appear. William cannot be helped, and is only being kept alive as a mean of continuing predation on the rest of us. I will say once again, no matter what state you may encounter William in, he cannot be helped. I have sympathy for the young man, I truly do, but I found on his person several photos of his late sister, which would imply certain risks he knew he was taking. Our extant research materials have now become possible liabilities, either criminal or professional in nature, so I have stashed them away. I believe I let you all know I might do this if we were to ever experience an event such as this. I hope you'll remember what I told you so long. I'm going in. Mr. William, the fuzzy wuzzy man. Beyond the door in the room, the cage was hidden, concealed in another cloak of inward-facing mirrors. I thought William was going to be in here. A hidden cage lined with mirrors. It is strange, almost poetic. The elaborate fantasy of self-reflection, concealment, captivity. Am I just taking the tarp off? I don't want to do that. Okay. Here we go. At the cage, she finally casts her spell. But it was confusing, she confided at first. She took the magic doll, the magic glue, and the photo of her grandpa, and she combined them, and she wished very hard. I can only assume in this fantasy that next her wish would come true. In what child's story would it not? Okay, I get the glue. What? Particular human representation, generic human figure. Oh, I'm very particular. Mr. Grandpa, yeah. Oh, what the I get it, but the labels for those? I'm gluing the photo of Grandpa onto the doll that's like a starfish. A tangible symbol of intention and desire. She put Grandpa in the cage, assuming that was part of the ritual. She was not clear on how it worked. What precise instructions she could have gleaned from her grandfather's magic book was complicated by her reading comprehension. She wished with all her heart, and then she told me she waited a while for something, anything to happen. After that time, she began to cry. I cried really hard, she said. I wanted Grandpa to be back. I wanted my parents to stop being so mean. And it hurt me. It heard me wish for Grandpa to come back, for my parents to be different. I could feel it through the walls, and it felt me through the air. I asked her exactly what she meant, and she could only repeat what she said. By this time, lunch was almost over. I said goodbye to Adrian, and she left to rejoin her class. That is crazy. I was left to consider our conversation. I believe the storytelling strategy I must employed was not fruitful, but I must probe deeper if I can. Although I can be sure of nothing I interpret, the impressions I get may begin to help me get an idea of the right questions to ask. Knowledge you acquired this week has given you access to certain topics or keywords you can discuss with Grandpa. I'm being melted live in my brain. Consider discussing this when Grandpa emerges. You've also gained the following keyword. Shall. Consider discussing this when Grandpa emerges. Week 2. I met again with Adrian in order to address her emotional outbursts in the past few weeks. It is our second time meeting, and while it is standard practice to have multiple sessions with a troubled student, as I assemble a report for the counseling department, I could not help think. As we sat down in my office, that Adrian already seemed to show a remarkable change in self-esteem and confidence, and perhaps my and Mrs. Richardson's estimation of her as emotionally disturbed was erroneous. The paralyzing shyness and withdrawn attitude Adrian possessed last week was not entirely diminished, but she seemed to hold herself differently this week. However, this only lasted as long as our conversation pertained to initial introductory pleasantries. When I began, once again, asking about her parents, her feelings regarding her new school and her new home, she quickly lost what new confidence she had gathered up and withdrew again into herself. So, once again, I partook in some collaborative make-believe, but this time, I was aided by the fact that I had managed to do some research into Adrian's grandfather, and I had some insight into what she might actually be finding in the basement. Now, this may be overstepping my bounds some as a school counseling caseworker, but this was all in the service of making Adrian comfortable and everybody and happy in this learning environment. In any case, I was able to dig up information regarding the grandfather by inquiring at the university in town. Not that I make it a habit of sleuthing, but I had a suspicion the grandfather was a professor there, or at least some sort of researcher, due to the fact that the newly constructed laboratory on the campus I drive by every day bears his name in memorial. He was some sort of anthropologist, or linguist, or neuroscientist. I did not have to dig that deep before the scope of his work became dizzying, and I ran up against my limits of my undergraduate education. But back to the make-believe. That's what she looks like, by the way. What is your grandpa like? Is he a smart man? Not anymore, but I'm teaching him. So he's grown a good deal then. You have been feeding him well? Yeah, he's getting bigger, but he has a lot of room in his cage. He's still behind the bars? Yeah, well, he might be able to climb out eventually. There's this vent in the ceiling. That's great. Well, perhaps if he climbs out, I could meet him someday. Yeah, maybe. He's not ready to leave. He can't take care of himself. I have to feed him. Pick up after him. Like his poo-poo? Ah, you store your food in your lunchbox? That's nice of you to share. He can almost talk. You can't speak with him? He doesn't have a mouth. Sort of. How do you feed him? He has a mouth on the outside, on his shell, or the stuff that's his skin. I'm a little confused. Maybe you can go through a typical day with your grandpa? Okay. I asked her to explain how exactly she goes about growing her grandpa, and then Adrian began another tale. This is gonna be awful. According to Adrian, in the week that had passed, much had changed in the basement. I should go to Grandpa first? Okay. Just go. Wake him up. It was scary at first, she said. The way he moved, the way the doll's skin covered him. I wanted to interject. This somehow seemed inappropriate, but I kept listening. When I look at him, she continued, when I think about him, he grows and moves. It's like he's growing for me. So he's growing bigger now, I asked. Yes, she said. Bigger every day. Get that shit out of here. That's not my grandpa. Excuse me? That's lovely. This begins the actual growing part of growing your grandpa. Beneath the doll's burlap skin, the follicles knit together what resembles a proper person, your grandpa. You are in charge of this cognitive development and diet until it is able to sustain itself. Currently you are observing grandpa. Please click the arrow back button below for a brief tutorial of your duties as a caretaker. Oh my god. Here we can see a variety of options regarding growing your grandpa. Highlighted in red are objectives related to feeding and teaching grandpa. Important messages regarding grandpa's recent activity will also appear here. So I have to 0 out of 2 acceptable foods eaten and seek out things to feed Grandpa. 2 out of 2 words taught. Find vocabulary cards to help Grandpa speak. Explore the basement. Got it. You will need to find food and learning material before you can move on to the next week. My face is covering some of this, but you just have to listen to my words. Some foods will make Grandpa happy, others merely content. Some food will make Grandpa disgusted to the point of nausea. Learning materials also scattered throughout the basement. Seek out vocabulary cards intended to help teach English and basic anthropodic concept formation. The options highlighted in red are related to navigating around Grandpa's enclosure. To go to Grandpa option will let you perform all actions directly related to Grandpa, feeding, teaching, observing, etc. Accessing the study corner will let you go over any documents you pick up. As the last weeks go by, it is a good idea to learn about the work of the people who last occupied this space. Accessing the kitchen corner will let you search for food in the old refrigerator and prepare food for Grandpa if need be. The help button will replay the tutorial. Save game will save your current progress. You can only have one save file at a time, so if you have saved data, you'll be asked if it's okay to overwrite it. Exit game will exit. More buttons may appear or not appear, depending on your development of Grandpa, so watch out for them. One final note, take care to explore the basement at your leisure. However, due to the entropic nature of clutter and trash, different weeks may allow you to find things you have not previously discovered. Good luck. So explore it every day, really. What is this? This is our lunchbox? We gotta put food there? Go to Grandpa. Communicate. Teach him. I had 2 words. Tutorial. This brief tutorial will go over teaching Grandpa pronunciation and vocalization. The vocabulary word you picked will appear in the top left corner. In the bottom right corner will be a pentagon that is divided up into 8 sections. A section of the pentagon will be highlighted briefly. A notification sound will play and then another section will be highlighted. You control a small round icon that sits above the pentagon by using your mouse. The ball is constrained to the limits of the pentagon. Your goal is to keep your icon over the highlighted area and move it as the area changes sections around the pentagon. Okay. When you hold left click above the correct highlighted area, the icon will start to vibrate along with the stimulated vocal cords, and the current letter of your word will begin to turn red. Keep holding over the highlighted section and adjust your icon as it changes place. Sooner the letter will become fully red. After every letter becomes red, Grandpa will proudly pronounce the word to you and it will be considered learned. What am I reading? I need to take a step back, dude. What am I fucking reading? For reals. I'm gonna have to like check myself into a grippy sock place after this game. Teaching Grandpa these words will accelerate his cognitive development and lead further breakthroughs in general intelligence. Thank you. I want to teach him a word. I don't have food, right? Observe him. You examine Grandpa, noticing its movements, respiration, and general mood. Grandpa seems sort of sluggish and bored. You get the feeling it may be more content and readily cooperative once fed and taught a word or two. Okay. So let's go to the kitchen and feed him. Search the fridge. Search the fridge. What was this? That's lettuce. Oh, that's lettuce? Thank you. The lower fridge. A nanner. A brown nanner. Yeah. Prepare. Soft fruit or vegetable. Banana. Unappealing item. I don't understand. Let's go to the study corner. Look over documents. Hastily written note. This is what we read on the door, right? Yes. Educational posters? A set of procedures regarding disposal and internment. You can examine this in detail at the study corner. Read now. Number 1. The researcher will seal off the enclosure bars, ensuring minimal gas leakage during the later fumigating process, and then retrieve the burn barrel and place it near the enclosure. What am I reading? Seal off the enclosure. During the fumigating process, yep. And then retrieve the burn barrel and place it near the enclosure. So I light something on fire to put gases in there? Allow at least 40 hours of time where the current growth cycle experiences no human-related stimuli. Do not enter the enclosure area nor any part of the basement. Ideally, you will not be on the grounds at all. Number 3. After 48 hours, 2 researchers will enter the basement wearing their assigned mirror mask, mirror apron, and powered air-purifying respirator. The researcher will use the vent system to fumigate the enclosure area. Wait 30 minutes and then use the fan system to ventilate enclosure. Keep the fans running during steps 3 through 4. Number 4. Re-enter the enclosure area wearing your assigned mirror masks and aprons. The organism may or may not be in complete dormancy. If it is not in full dormancy, be assured that its capacity to act against you will be greatly diminished. With your assigned power drills, quickly remove any enclosure bars needed to access the organism. So they're making it pass out, right? Put it aside for reinstallation. Oh, got it. This whole process is just to reinstall bars. Oh, wait, what? No, it's to take it out. I'm stupid. Sorry, I jumped to conclusion there. Put the organism into a burn barrel. Incinerate the organism thoroughly. Got it. Wait for any smoke to be properly cleared by the fan system. Number 6. Turn off the fans. One researcher will retrieve the nucleus from the ash and place it in the mirror box. The other researcher will sift through the ash and place any other substantial remains in the biohazard bin in the room outside the enclosure area. The bin is locked for safety purposes. The code is... Oh, write that down! The code is, write that down, 323245. The researchers will fill out a termination form and leave it for Dr. Hart. Biohazard bin. Okay. Let's search the cabinets. Get rid of the garbage. Can move these, right? This is too much garbage. All clean. This space will not be dirty again until next week. Cashews. It was said to pass from... what? Step people to another... something. Pressed, or its ultimate origin, blank, somewhere to the south. Coiled in a bowl, converted in incantations, buried upside down by a graveyard. Late antiquity demon trap. Oh, I should have read that. Look over documents. This one, right? Said to pass from one family of the step to another, but pressed on its ultimate origin, illegible. Somewhere to the south, coiled in a bowl covered in incantations, buried upside down by a graveyard. The keeper, an elderly man in falling health, was ready to expound on and on about the dangers of the organism. But when I asked more pointed questions about the history of its acquisition, I was given curt responses that a way of circling back to vague warnings. That was it, number 1. Weird. Gross. Having the garbage in the 2 spot is the best. One note. What about the credit cards? Vocabulary word, grandpa. Module administrator will record details on the opposite side. Can I see that? So, okay, I can't flip it over. I must take care of Grandpa. There's nothing in here. What is that? Medical imaging device? X-ray? Why do I have an X-ray machine? I gotta pee. I'll be right back. You come, buddy. This game is incredible, by the way. It's also a lot of reading. It's quite a lot of reading. Which is fine. It just makes my voice disappear. Okay, we explored, so we gotta... I only found one word. Did I miss this one? Why is there garbage here again? It respawns the garbage? I must have not fully cleaned it. I didn't know you could grab those tubes. You remove the tape down oh, it's tape to reveal the cabinet's wooden bottom. Wooden bottom. Pinocchio wife. Read now. Research participants, please take note. Each growth from a cycle does not require a shell, but you may find the sample will often try and seize on something somewhat flexible it can grow into, along with any desirous yield it may generate. Or else it will move from one shell to the next as it outgrows them. In the small amount of time I have spent with it in preparation, I have noticed it tends towards human forms. However, we should keep a tight lid on the anthropodic seal in order to be cautious before we begin to experiment with exposing it to long-term anthropoid stimuli. Jesus! Help me! I had no problems reading until that one fucking note. I shouldn't have taken a break. To my colleagues, I don't mean to be overly severe in tone, but Dr. Hart's work is very important and the material we are working with is potentially very dangerous. I will be handing out a copy of this note as a reminder to everyone. I am not trying to single any particular person out. We all have misconceptions about the nature of this project from time to time. With that out of the way, here are some things to keep in mind. The active growth must be thoroughly terminated via the current procedures, at the very least 4 weeks after dormancy is interrupted. It doesn't matter what you've done or haven't done regarding tests or procedures, or how much the anthropodic vacuum has been disrupted, we are not ready to go beyond 4 weeks at this point. A step-by-step guide to termination has been posted by the enclosure wall. Please, please, please do not place the educational posters over this posting. 2. Do not disrupt the anthropodic vacuum without Dr. Hart's prior consultation and approval. In case of any emergency where the vacuum... I don't even know what I'm reading. Where the vacuum... Like, am I ever going to interact with this machine? Where the vacuum is disrupted, put on your equipment and begin the lockdown procedure. Make an extensive note of when and how the breach occurred. If you find the habitat empty, page Dr. Hart immediately, but do not attempt to speak with anyone else. This thing can get very smart. and I'm sure you're well aware from the stories we've heard on our acquisition trip, the greatest caution should be used when dealing with a potential aggressive mimicry scenario. Please seek me out if you have any more questions. Are these people just like harboring demons? Is that what's happening? Go to Grandpa. Let's feed him. And then teach him. Yeah. How to feed Grandpa. This brief tutorial will go over the basics of feeding Grandpa via induction of your unprotected insula. Grandpa has simulated the production of tooth enamel to mimic a human mouth. He will need to be fed through this in order to properly learn and grow. First, you will need to select an item from the lunchbox. Click on the lunchbox in the bottom corner. The contents of the lunchbox will then be displayed. Select an item from the lunchbox. Doing so will fill your hand with the item. Note that any food can be put back into the lunchbox by clicking on the lunchbox with a full hand. Before Grandpa can be fed, it must judge the food by smell. Okay. Hover your hand above Grandpa's olfactory bulbs. If Grandpa is pleased, it will allow you to feed it. Most foods Grandpa will accept. However, getting Grandpa to consume other things requires some culinary deception. When Grandpa is willing to be fed, hover your hand over its mouth and click. Grandpa will then consume the food. Good luck on feeding, Grandpa. Thank you. I think he'll want the banana, right? I'll feed him a banana. Do I need to switch my hands? Oh, I have to hit feed and then do it? Okay. That is disgusting. Grandpa, do you like bananas? Their nostrils? I have to click on it? These are nostrils. It will accept this as a meal. The meal appears to have been sufficient. Oh, Grandpa, what about these cashews I found? Different. You'll accept it as a meal. Sufficient. That's it, Grandpa. No lechuga. Step away from the window set and the bars. Grandpa grunts in appreciation and locomotes toward its favorite corner. Alright, now we gotta teach him words. Would you like to view the tutorial? No. Yes. Your approach. Oh, it has to be in the red space? Close. You almost got it, Grandpa. Why is it not working sometimes? It just brings me to the middle. I click on the red space and it just starts going to the middle. Why? Also, what's up, brother? I'm trying to teach Grandpa how to say his name. Hold on. Yeah, we'll do a mothered home, like, probably another time. I had another game planned for today. It just didn't go so well. So we switched to this. This is fucking annoying. I'm just supposed to click. Did I do it? Good job. Having completed the lesson, you take a look at the back of the vocabulary module card and the notes there written by administrators of the past. I don't know how I fucked that up. Maybe I'm supposed to hold the mouse down the whole time, but I ended up getting it. Grandpa, part of vocabulary and vocalization module E81 family. General pronunciation comments. Usual trouble with articulation. Voice thin/raspy. Possibly underdeveloped larynx. Module comments, see below. We have done several sessions of what we are calling familial relation simulation. And I, a co-researcher, sit in chairs opposite the enclosure. We are wearing the usual masks, and we begin to act out a scene, mostly through improvisation that might roughly resemble a kitchen table conversation between an immediate family. Repeated trials would reveal, although our stimulated conversation was purposely vague and unspecific regarding persons and identities, we would only address each other as brother, father, sister, etc. It soon became apparent that the encoded information and associations we unconsciously drawn upon when hearing and speaking these words was being picked up on by Whiskers and its psi-type field of reception/interpretation of brain/mind events/semantic content. Whiskers is silly Billy. My co-researcher William noticed this in a simulation where Whiskers was given a role as a sister and he as a brother. I was the father. I find this interesting. It's called Whiskers because this is technically a little girl's like imagination, right? That seems to be pretty on brand and not real. Whiskers begin responding to certain prompts with unusual specificity. I can't fucking say it, whatever. I can't fucking say it right now. Please help me. As well as a general pattern of timbre of speech that continued with the unusual consistency. As soon as the simulation ended and we left the enclosure area, William let me know that Whiskers was almost certainly drawing from the encoded memories of his late sister, mapping out exactly what regions and centers of neural activity are intercepted by the psi-type field. Will take extensive neuroimaging that we do not have at the site. Currently, we only have less precise portable equipment. However, our experiences are so far eerily in line with folk knowledge and folk explanations regarding the being's access to desires, and we can begin to infer it has access to certain portions of the limbic system and the ventral temporal cortex. You step away from the bars and store the module card. All of that from one word. Thank you. How do I get another word? Can I just... How do I explore... Oh my god, the arrow. My mic was blocking the arrow. This is a vent, right? The hairy thing that was here before is gone. Gross. Trash pile. Let me clean this up. A corroded battery. This isn't really food. Grandpa might eat it, however. I'm gonna feed Grandpa a battery? Oh, hello. We can teach him the other word. Bulbous growth. Something appears to be growing from the wall. You take a closer look. Incredible. A pulsating sac. The slimy membrane that its skin seems to contain something. It might be able to be opened with a blade. I have to do that? I still need a light source. More garbage. Oh. It's a painting. A folder of radiographic images. Oh, got it. Search it. What is that? That looks like garbage. Oh man, I love cleaning. Gotta make my future wife happy. This isn't food. It's fiberglass insulation. Oh shit. I'm supposed to feed Grandpa fiberglass? By like covering it up in a banana? Cabernet. The core gameplay of this game is cleaning up trash. What is that? Blubberies. Top drawer. Is that a face? Alright, I need to sit up. I'm being bad posture mode. I'll clean. This space will not be dirty again until next week. Before we began, we had all us. He had all. My God, I can't fucking read anymore. I've overdosed on the reading today. Before we began, he had us all cover our faces completely. An earthenware pot was illegible. And on the inside, as we stole brief glances at it, we could see the interior was inlaid with mirrors. The illegible gave it small pieces of dough. Spoiled food, chicken feed, illegible, keeping it content. Will it, or I already forgot the name. I always call it William. What the fuck was the name of the previous monster? The keeper gestured toward the small bag where the food composted and told us to be careful not to feed it any meat. I asked if the rotting food was enough to sustain it, how it might get nutrients from any of this. The keeper regarded me seriously and said it did not matter what it was fed. The act of feeding itself is what mattered. The act of feeding flesh is another act, however. He then gave me another series of grave warnings regarding not keeping any animal-derived foods near where I might be keeping it. So don't feed Grandpa meat. He's a vegan. Safe. So I need a safe key. I don't know if like the food is gonna spoil every week. A simple paper doll. This might be useful in the construction of magic symbols. Oh, I don't want to construct magic symbols. I need holy water while playing this for real. Little girl trauma is nothing to mess with. I go to Grandpa. We need to learn a word, buddy. Hello. I'm gonna try and hold it this time. Yeah, holding is better. Much better. Deeper than Grandpa, strange membranes faunate confidently. Hello. Hello. Having completed the lesson, you take a look at the back of the vocabulary module card. Yes. Hello. Yes. We're already encountering some difficulty as Whisker, that's his name. Why'd I call him William? Subjectively is so much determined by a diverse and dynamic array of influences. It attempts to mimic the thoughts and desires it passively intercepts, and these imitations go on to structure the basics of its identity. Only later in Whisker's growth cycle does it begin to form an identity or identities that are coherent and capable of resembling a sane, rational human being when engaged in conversation. One must imagine how hard it would be to converse with someone who is not yet oriented in one particular way towards who or how they are, because they might have 20 different honest answers to those questions, all of them mixed and muddled together. Because of this, we have started with the basics of conversation: greetings, partings, identifying one another, forming questions, etc. It is fortunate that Whisker's current growth, 19 I believe, has developed a mostly accurate human mouth simulation. Hello was a bit of a challenge in the previous growth, as it had failed to develop an adequate organ to act as human tongue. You step away, yeah. I did everything, right? Oh, now I have end week. I'm gonna do one of us pass through. One last pass through. I guess we could have tried to break the bulbous thingy. One thing is, would there be... I guess I need a key for the safe. I was gonna try and guess it with a letter from this, but nah, there's not. I'm gonna save. End week. Yes. Fiberglass insulation as a food. I read all of that. Knowledge you acquired this week has given you access to a new conversation topic. Oh, I didn't talk with him. Shit. I forgot I was supposed to talk with him after teaching. I messed up. It's okay. We could probably still talk with him about the previous topics, right? All right. Mrs. Richards approached me the other day in order to remark on Adrian's development. She noted how much more at ease she appeared when called upon in class, or when asked to participate in group exercises. I told her I had seen this change happening as well, and that as much as I would like to take credit for it, I can only guess dimly at what might be reshaping her attitude. His grandpa. Mrs. Richards posited that it was perhaps Adrian's family moving into their own grandfather's property that caused the change. It apparently is out in the country in a wooded area, full of wide open space and far from the bustle and noise of the city. The grandfather, Dr. Jacob Hart, oh great, had jointly purchased the land with the university he was employed with and began constructing what he was intending to be a satellite campus for a burgeoning psychological anthropology program that he had had a hand in establishing. Only one building ever ended up being constructed after Dr. Hart had died in a car accident when driving back from the property one day. Eerily, at almost the exact same time, a grad student who was assisting Dr. Hart on some sort of project at the property vanished without a trace. The property sat in disuse for years as it was tied up in legal battles between Dr. Hart's next of kin, the university, the vanished grad student's family, and the other students Dr. Hart was working with. Eventually, the case was settled out by court. Only recently did the property fall into the possession of Adrian's mother. Obviously, I was not going to relay this whole tragic story to Adrian, who, for all I know, believes her grandpa to still be living in the basement of his home. Besides, I thought she might already know all this. Perhaps the elaborate story she was constructing was her own way of escaping the morbid details of a life, or perhaps lives, cut short by the cruel force of fate and the cynical adults who squabbled in the aftermath. I determined perhaps the storytelling she was and continues to engage in should not be encouraged by me, at least not in the way I went about it before, where I made active inquiries into her strange fantasy of a semi-sentient ball of skin. It's a starfish. When I saw Adrian, I did not bring up her grandpa or ask questions about his growth. Adrian could not stop talking about it, however. I had no choice but to weather her bizarre and enthusiastic effusions about her new best friend. Adrian, maybe we can talk about something else. I'm not sure I'm following you exactly. He's gotten so big. He has so many whiskers that come out and I can see them move around when I think about him. I'm not sure what you mean. I just connected that dot about the size stuff. And that. I'm so happy Grandpa is back. He's so much cooler than Mom and Dad. I mean, this thing is only Grandpa because she glued a photo of him on its face. Otherwise, it's whiskers. Once again, for what it's worth, I have put down the story she told as best as I could. Adrian once again told me about growing her grandpa. That is a lovely sound. Oh my god. Time to clean up the trash. Is that a key or an ear? It's neither. It's a kiwi. The growth is still there. Yep. I don't want to know about it. Oh, what? That's the same. Cabernet. Let's clean up this Cabernet. There's gonna be less reading overall from the days because I did read a lot of tutorials. It's like the first clean day. Clean. There was nothing in there. I better get an achievement for cleaning up everything. Who keeps a bunch of doll heads in a drawer? A drawer. So there was nothing in the cabinet. Such a painting. An eyeball. Oh, it's a potato. Life. So we taught him hello and grandpa, and now we're teaching him straight about life. That is incredible. Last trash pile. Oh no, this loops back around. Wait, what? There's two growths? There's two growths? Huh. I don't think there was two growths last week, was there? I'm pretty sure there wasn't. Indecision. That's a big word for Grandpa. Here we go. I'll have to feed him 3 things. Let's go to the kitchen first. A pear. Strawberry. Okay, let's prepare the fibrils and cover it up with the potato. Insulation is concealed in the soft potato flesh. Let's cover up the battery. We're gonna feed him a pear and a freaking potato today. All right. Study corner. Oh, we have to do this every single day, don't we? There's no posters. And then we have our grandpa session. I'm not gonna forget to communicate with him today. There's nothing. Good to know that food doesn't go bad after a week. There's nothing. Huh. Oh, I got... Oh my god, I had stuff to view here. I forgot about this. This is amazing. Propagation. I shouldn't have ended the day last time. That was silly. Day 19 after dormancy. Anthropodic vacuum broken? Yes. Term at 21 days. Intriguing results with regard to the mimic hypothesis. A participant entered a sealed chamber adjacent to Whiskers, growth cycle number 21, which had been freed from the anthropodic vacuum, constructed quite economically from plastic and broken mirrors. The first propagation's original earthenware vacuum was shattered during the move-in. Between the two, and freed from vacuum. Between the two, there was a semi-opaque glass panel that had allowed observation both ways. The human participant was asked to think of someone in the popular consciousness, fictional or no, and cognitate on their image. Cogitate. I understand what the word means. Interesting. Cogitate? Alright. Personality, face, if possible, voice, if possible, etc. Our participant chose Jesus of Nazareth. Great first choice. And with weekly repeated exposures to the participant's imaginings, propagation 21 began forming what it resembled an anthropoid Nazarene in the fold of its spines. What am I reading? Previous human-oriented tests have always bore out a result that Whiskers would form an anthropoid team member, be it me or Dr. Hart or Gerald, and we assumed it was merely mimicking one of us. Isn't well, he wrote a fucking book about it being demonic, right? What do you expect? Dr. Hart is always contended that the desirous yield, or the anthropoid reproduction Whiskers creates when in contact with human beings, has always been based on the conception and a relation to the person through someone else. With the framework, the desirous yield is not actually a replica of a person, or if it is only a replica of the fiction of a person generated in the mind of another. The desirous yield was not Jesus Christ, but the participant's image of Jesus assembled from their religious upbringing, religious artwork, depictions in popular culture, etc. This radiograph was taken right before the destruction of the girl cycle, while Whiskers was rendered unconscious via fumigation. It seems like with every successive propagation, the stem cells in the organism work a little faster. But I'm not paranoid. It's technically deathless, yes, but we're burning up whatever knowledge it gained when we incinerate it. I don't believe in magic just yet. Oh, they incinerate it to reduce its size, but it keeps its cognitive ability somewhat. There's only 2. So this one's number 21, and this one's number 2, day 0 after dormancy. Dormant 6 days. We've taken to calling it Whiskers through the course, though of course some have interpreted it as hair or needles or quills, but the Whiskers is more accurate, as the needles are really more like suprasensory follicles or spines. Their nerve nets distributed throughout the morphology of these spines resemble those of genus Hydra, but have the myelin sheaths that are functionally the same as the vertebrae. As we can see in the X-ray, each spine is laden with dense optical arrangements similar to compound eyes. The Hydra connection is assuredly worth investigating with regard to the organism's capacity for regeneration and anecdotal deathlessness. It's certain it is a robust enough creature to inspire marvel that is not untinged with fear. Huh. But those things are fucking insane, to put it lightly. I'm pretty sure I read all those. Time to do the grandpa stuff. So we'll feed him first. He's a big boy. Grandpa, I have a pear for you. He detected an unappealing item. It went so fast. What about the potato? Oh, it's unable to detect. Although quickly consumed, the meal seems to be causing some indigestion. All of a sudden, Lurch Grandpa empties its stomach onto the floor. Ew! The contents pull together in front of the cage. Grandpa makes a plaintive whine, clearly disappointed in the lack of sustenance. It dejectedly locomotes back to its favorite corner. I want to see what's on the ground. What's on the ground? It didn't even say it was acceptable? What the hell's the point of covering something up? Oh, there we go. Examine stomach contents. Okay, never mind. Hold up. Thank you, Grandpa. We got a key for the cabinet. Try to save lock with the key found. And it pops up. A photo of your mother as a young woman. The recognition of this face kicks off a cascade of emotion and meaning deep within your psyche. As it does everybody, to be honest. That's it. Just a picture of Mama. Okay. Hey, Grandpa. Are you hungry for real this time? I'll feed it the gross food another time tomorrow, so we'll do regular food today. And Neutral reaction. What is he like? Sufficient. What about some lechuga? Okay. We need to get rid of our last week's food. And some blubberries. Ooh, palatable. He likes blubberries. Incredible. There you go, buddy. I pet him. Step away from the window set in the bars. Grandpa grunts in appreciation and locomotes toward its favorite corner. Alright, let's teach him. Life. Alright, you ready? Use your vocal cords. Say it. Close enough. Good boy. Having completed the lesson, you take a look at the back of the vocabulary module, right? Ugh, I kind of hate these. At week 3 of Growth 24, Whiskers appeared to recall some information from a previous growth cycle. We cannot be sure that this was really the case. For all we know, we interpret it as recollecting this information. It was really it drawing semantic content from one of our recollections of it and redeploying it without rationality or contextualization. For the sake of our safety and for the sake of scientific inquiry, we are attempting to draw out from Whiskers whether it somehow retains knowledge from previous cycles in its morphalactic nucleus. We did not think it was possible the nucleus, though complex and incredible in its regenerative abilities, was capable of this, and that the nerve network that grew from it made up the base of Whiskers' mind. And so we are now attempting to ask Whiskers, as best as we can, if it has ever died, or what it might remember if it did. I mean, they're kind of killing it every day, right? Alright, one more word, Grandpa. Indecision. I kind of hate this word. Why would I teach him this? I mean, this is us wishing really hard, right? It's mimicking. All right, let's give it a listen. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Having completed the lesson, you need to take a look. Yep. We are introducing the latest growth of Whiskers to a more suitable social cues and testing its ability to judge mental states of participants in conversation. The semantic content that flows to Whiskers via its psi field is still becoming muddled and slipped without distinction into a conversation, although our intention of instilling it in a solid theory of mind will perhaps make it begin to understand that we do not know what it knows, or know what we are, without our control sending to it. One would think a theory of mind seems to develop as a part of its maturation process. In order to hunt sapient beings, it must be able to deceive them. In order to deceive, it must be able to make certain metacognitive judgments, for example, if their deception appears to be working, or how one ought to be deceived. I don't understand that. Sorry. I was rereading it because it's deceiving them. What? It's saying that it needs to pretend to be a human being in order to hunt humans? That's all it is. What a fucking insane way to say that. We may never see it develop a theory of mind anytime soon, as Dr. Hart has disallowed a cycle of Whiskers growth to live into the beginnings of maturity. You step away from the bars. We step away from the bars. All right, Grandpa, let's talk. Why? Grandpa's gums are bleeding slightly, and its skin seems to be overly dry. It may need a food packed with vitamin C. Huh. What do I have right now? A kiwi? I fucked up, didn't I? Because he's not going to talk to me because his gums are bleeding from the fiberglass. Whoopsie. Jesus. We fucked up big time. I'm so bad at this game. I'm reading, though. I should be rewarded for just reading. Yep. Week 4. The time I have to spend compiling an evaluation of Adrian is almost up, and I still can't say what to make of her changes in mood. It is of course the case that children of Adrian's age are nowhere near finished learning and growing. I may have to simply be happy that Adrian was able to improve her attitude. However, something in the odd, and occasionally grotesque stories she continues to bring up to me still strike me as meaningful. How has your week been, Adrian? Grandpa is almost ready. He's almost finished. Well, sorta. Ah. He's almost as big as his shell now. He has a face and he can talk pretty well. And almost has legs. I see. As before, I put down the story she told me as best as I could. Once again, Adrian told me about growing her grandpa. Ew. Time to clean up the garbage. Is that soap? Let's play guess that food. It's gonna be like a piece of bread, right? It's soap! Damn. I immediately got it. And then I had doubt about it. Can I use a key on the bulbous growth? Wait, what? That just makes me get out. Probably because I don't have it yet. That's it? Nothing in here? How does stuff even come in here? Also, there's another growth. How do I get a freaking knife? Nothing on the painting. Okay, that's bread, right? Yes. I'm getting better at guessing. Oof. That's a mushy. You can spot it from a mile away. Symbol. What are these words that we're teaching it? Is it an alien or a demon? Or both? Alright. Kitchen always. There hasn't been much stuff today. An apple. Jackfruit. I still haven't had a conversation with it the whole time. I have the battery. I want to prepare yet. Okay, we'll go here first. Last time there wasn't much. Nope. Love that. Making me clean the trash for fun. For fun. Oh my god, there's nothing in here. Didn't it say that stuff would be appearing in there? I only have 2 of these still, right? No, I got more. So it's 2, so we got 14, right? And 5. So get 2 more. Number 14 at 16. Exposure to mammalian forms, part of series of zoomorphic influences, led to further understanding of the propagation's ability to simulate the somatic stem cells that constitute fully developed animals. I write simulate in the previous statement because examining the tissue of each propagation leads me to believe its amazing capacity for accelerated growth of vastly different forms comes from its cell-level mutability, and yet at no time does it function as the thing it becomes, except in the sense that it mimics it. That is to say, when Whiskers is removed from dormancy and replicates a rabbit's morphology, it is not seeing from the rabbit's eyes nor smelling from the rabbit's nose, but pretending that it does and doing a very good job at it. Ugh. I hate the thought of that stuff. So this one's a rabbit? That's what that is? What is this one? This radiograph was taken at or around growth cycle 4. The strange thing about it was that the subject of the image was found nowhere near the enclosure. It's almost like a piece of Whiskers fell off and scurried into a corner. I feel like we've learned a lot since then, but at the time I remember speaking about the morphology being weird, not really even resembling any extant zoomorphic structure. Besides maybe a cuttlefish. Then I happened to open the thing up. Inside were all these little dead amoeba-like things, but they all sort of looked like they had faces that were just barely there. After I took the radiograph, I gathered it up and went to go throw it in the biohazard bin. As I walked by the bars of the enclosure, I could hear Whiskers suddenly wild, flopping around and grunting excitedly. Could it have smelled the cuttlefish thing? Would it eat its own production? I guess it's technically flesh. This is beyond the scope of the project, but it could be that without the stimulus of an active brain, or more specifically, a healthy and active brain, capable of face recognition and theory of mind, Whiskers begins to pull whatever it can from the limited data available to it. Again, this is not our focus of the time, but I left a note for Dr. Hart. That was a weird one. Guess we're going to Grandpa now. I'm gonna teach him. Well, I should observe him right now. Fatigued and anemic. Some of the spines appear brittle. Iron-rich meal like meat. I don't have meat though. I'd have to cut off the like bulbous things, right? Maybe if I feed it the battery, it will drop like a knife. Oh, knew it. I should have did that yesterday. The concept of pacing in this game is crazy. That's where he's gonna crawl out, we know that. He's gonna give us a big hug. Look inside. I peer into the opening. In the oily cavity, a powerful smell of rot arises, and many small intricate beings lay motionless and dead. However, you just barely hear the near silent slithering of something, or maybe it's just your imagination. Anyone ever heard? Have you ever smelt the smell of rot? That is one of those things that, like, you'll never forget, and the context of it is always horrible. Like that. What the hell is that? Oh god, I'm not gonna say what that looks like. A self-sufficient animal from form knit together from years of ambient thoughts left to crawl around in the basement. Grandpa may enjoy the flesh. I thought we were not supposed to talk about, or not supposed to feed him meat. I know there's a bulbous everywhere, right? Those are the same words. Hold on, let me dig. There he is. It's always gonna be one of those little fetus things. Oh god, dude. Get me out of here. Is there a bulbous here? No. Not even on the painting. I should check, like, if the battery thing made his gums bleed again. Remnant number 3. I still haven't gotten the thing to go into the dark. Which is weird. Yeah, we'll keep feeding. Oh no, I should have examined him. I'm gonna back up. Fatigued. Yeah, it's the same. Okay. The battery didn't affect him. Okay, you can have the first one. Disgusting. Very disgusting. Within the folds of its body, a wiry, proboscis-like appendage begins to emerge. Proboscis. Okay, I'm not gonna feed him. I'm gonna back up. I have one more slot to feed him. Proboscis. You motion to Grandpa to approach and point to the thin protuberance. Grandpa slightly ambles closer to the bars and fully extend it towards you. Ew, get that out of here! A minuscule needle extends from the tip. There appears to be one more thing you must give, if only for the sake of propriety. Hello? Mom? Paper doll? Yeah, that's crazy. How do I give it to him? What does he want? Jackfruit? No, I can't select anything. Wait, what? What am I giving to him? He's ready to cooperate. Offer mother doll. Oh, I just did it in the wrong order. I'm gonna do one thing at a time. Let's do this. This is the first time I've communicated. The inner Grandpa, though still not fully formed, is revealed. It may be fruitful to speak with it if it can respond. Oh god. Get this guy out of here. Grandpa loudly clears it's what? It's making an actual face structure. Clears his throat, gently responding with an elucid, well-projected voice. Ah, you're asking me about your wish. When you wished for me to come back, that's when I knew I would. Your desperation was strong, and your wish for your parents, well, if you can give me what I want, I'll give you what you want. You know I love you. I am for for you whatever you want, and I love you as much as you love me. But desperation and love is not enough. People deep down know they can't get what they want, get what they wish for without some transformation. Do not do that kind of transformation. There's something that sits at the root of everyone's soul and understands the separation between them and eternity. You may desire something, but you know you will not get it without some movement on your part. So it is not enough to just wish, which you know will not work. You must wish and a little more to transform your intention into something that might fructify? Okay. Fructify, or desire to become reality. Grandpa's shell. Another shell. Well, you see, I like to have something to grow in. Something shaped like a person. It just helps to have something surrounding me when I don't have skin. My whiskers do like growing. My whiskers. Yes, you know, the little hairy things. I am part of it and it is a part of me. However, my whiskers are what you heard you wishing for me to come back. And so they went to work in the shell you provided. The shell also helps you envision me as what you desire. You have such a nice imagination. If it weren't in my shell, you'd have whiskers exposed and knitting together my face. That might interrupt the feedback loop of my reading your desires. And then acting upon the desires I've read, and then once again reading your reaction, we wouldn't want that interfered with. The material of the doll you put down is a good fit. It's not the most comfortable, but it's quite flexible, and thankfully my shell was able to adjust nicely to my growth. Thank you, Grandpa. Biohazard bin. You're asking about the medical waste bin. I believe it's locked up. I heard them punch it in a code many times as I placed part of burnt up dying self. Of my burnt up dying self? I think so. Into the bin. They often forgot what the code was and had to go check on the wall where they were always taping up sheets upon sheets of information. So much of that new papers would cover the old. What do you think would you find in there? There was a lock on it? I remember the code, but oh my god. Or perhaps something they did throw trash inside from time to time, bits of paper and so forth. I remember seeing a man who looked quite like me. His daughter had given him a photo of her new boyfriend. He threw it into the bin in disgust and joked with one of his colleagues. It may still be in there for all I know. Language. Where was the medical bin? I forgot. Language. Well, the more you taught me, the more I was able to learn myself by hearing what you were thinking and saying. A week ago, I could speak a little bit, but I was less of what you imagined me to be and not quite a talker I am at the moment. Part of what I'm saying is, of course, made up of what you expect me to say. I think I am very comfortable being open and honest with you because I'm your grandpa, and I love you, and it certainly makes up part of what I am. However, it is a part of me deeper down, the thing that created me, maybe, that undying nucleus. It is answering for me as well, and the unaffected by whatever might shape what I become through their thoughts, with their thoughts. The nucleus has thoughts? Friends. My little friends. Well, yes, they come from me. They grow around me in pockets of flesh and protoplasm. Think of them like dreams, maybe. I'll explain. Have you ever had a dream that was sort of like a bunch of people, places, and events you experienced, all mixed together and jumbled up? It's sorting through and disposing of the refuse of the mind. My little friends are like that. Refuse. And in ridding myself of them, I am casting off the excess material I did not use in developing life forms. That is a crazy thought. Anyone who comes close to me, well, they are my eyes, my nose, my skin. Their thoughts become mine and shape what I make. However, when I was alone for so long, I did not have a lot of people near me. What you are thinking and expecting of me is shaping what I'm saying. How I'm saying it. Do you understand? And so, because I did not have enough input from my surroundings in order to put the material to use, the material falls off my body. It crawls away and usually dies. I'm able to make the most of my material when someone is looking right at me, projecting who I will be, like you are now. What you are thinking and expecting of me is shaping what I'm saying, how I'm saying it. Do you understand? Yeah, I understand. His proboscis. Ask about Grandpa's proboscis. It's gross. Oh, you're asking me about my proboscis? It is just a little tube I keep to help me feed on blood. You could say it's my real mouth, but it's not really a mouth. It appeared because you fed me flesh. One of those little friends you found, I think. You feeding me flesh was a symbol, a proposition, if you will, that you wanted to hold up your end of the bargain with regards to your wish. If someone is willing to hold up their end of the bargain and let me feed on them with my proboscis, then they can move on to the next step of the agreement, providing me with symbolic instructions. Oh, God. Oh, God. Are you serious? Hope that clears things up, and you have another question. Do I like the blood? Well, my whiskers, they believe they like the blood, and the flesh, it's strange. They are me, and yet they are now me. I am bound to them. They control me, and technically yes, they did make me. However, you were the one who really grew me. In some ways, those whiskers, they are me, or a part of myself, or I'm a part of it. That part is much more animal-like. Whatever might happen, know that I will always love you, and because it controls me, I might not be able to act how I would like, even if I do love you. That's the mimicry thing, the deception. I mean, that very long paragraph of weird deception. I want to go to the waste thing before I do anything else. I don't remember where it was. It wasn't in here, right? Where was the waste barrel? Where was the waste barrel? God. I swear it was out here. This? It's a painting. Cabinet. Why can't I remember where the stupid waste barrel was? Why did I even talk about it with Grandpa if there wasn't a waste barrel? I'm confused. Maybe it was something that disappeared? Whatever. Mother. He wants me to use myself, right? Yeah. Grandpa has appreciated your blood offering. It will receive a symbol or totem from you now, although only one per offering. As the blood-fed proboscis retracts back into the folds of fabric, you step away from the bars. Ew! Now I'll take it right. Grandpa's spines quickly reach out and envelop the doll before drawing back. The doll quickly vanishes within the folds of Grandpa's skins. Constructing and then offering your mother's image to Grandpa, symbolically satiated by the blood, instills in you a concrete sense of completion. Grandpa gives a soft, affirming grunt as it senses deep within your mind the ritual transformation of your desire. Although Grandpa must receive both a mother and father totem before the fulfillment of your wish is assured. Where's my dad? I don't remember what's left. I think I needed 2 words I don't have. Say it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm getting so tired. There appears to be nothing written here. There was. It was thoroughly erased. So I need 1 more word. What? How am I missing something? I got all the bulbos. The key. It's not, I can't use anything on that. My items disappear. That bulbo's done. I know for a fact I did everything. Oh, I lied. I did miss the cabinet itself. It must just be where the next word is, though. Meaning. I'm ready. Almost. You gotta emphasize the G sound. We further delve into abstraction with Whiskers, partially or perhaps for the most part, for the purpose of determining the origin of its recollections that prescale its death. Dr. Hart has begun to theorize that in the process of death, the structure with Whiskers is compressed back into the morphalic nucleus, and then later, upon re-establishing the nerve netting that is laced through its spines, it's slowly reassembled and redeployed as needed. I do not think this is the case, for I can plainly see that for growth cycles in which Whiskers is not receiving or R pronunciation and vocabulary lessons, that its capacity general for comprehending its environment is greatly diminished. And then in the simulated conversations we carry out, Whiskers struggles greatly, or else does not participate. In any case, we will press on with our lessons. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was the same. Caution. We'll press on with our lessons and heed Dr. Hart's caution regarding terminating the growth cycle before Whiskers' allotted growth time passes, or if it appears to be becoming just a little too competent at appearing human. I don't think there's anything else to do with this day. It's just frustrating because I thought I needed to do a code. Just feed him. I just feed my grandpa. Who could have a mushy? And 1 more baby. One more of your own children. Oh, the proboscis thing came out again. Oh, I'm stupid. Because I needed to do it when I get the dad doll. Alright. I hope it stays out for next week. Keep that proboscis out next week. Who could that be? Come in. Ah, Adrian. Good to see you. Aren't you a little early? No matter. I suppose I have some time now. How have you been? How is your grandpa doing? That's why I wanted to talk to you. Something happened. Oh, what happened? Nothing bad, I hope. No, nothing bad. Just different, I think. Maybe even good. Well, I'd tell you about it. Last night, something woke me up. There was a noise at first. It was like it came from the walls. I could hear it from my bedroom. But there was something else. Something calling. I could hear it just barely. I was afraid somehow Grandpa hurt himself. I had to go find out. Oh, and that's how it starts? Oh no, it's still dialogue, okay. I went down the stairs in the vent. The place where I first found Grandpa, or what I grew him with, it was open. You remember how I told you about the vent in the ceiling behind the bars? I was thinking he had climbed up into it. He had gotten so big he could have done that. Maybe he could have gotten trapped somehow in the vent. I had to go see. Grandpa? I got inside. I heard the calling again, more clearly this time. Grandpa was definitely in the vent somewhere. I could feel him hearing my thoughts. I got that weird feeling, a sense in the air. I had to go forward. Oh man. I do not have to. As I moved in closer, the vent had stuff in it. That kind of slimy, hairy stuff Grandpa would leave around a lot. He was definitely close. Something was there at the end. But it wasn't Grandpa. It looked maybe like he had made it through. It was slumped in the corner. It had a weird mouth and it had lungs on the outside and drew it in air just enough to call out. Then it just stopped. Stopped breathing. And then something was hanging over me. And then I woke up in my bed. What? What? Excuse me? In your bed? Adrian, it sounds like it was just a quite dreadful dream. Are you alright, by the way? Your face is twitching, like you're about to have a violent sneeze. Oh, oh. This isn't Adrian, is it? I'm fine, it's just Grandpa, you see. It took me a little while to figure out, but later when I was brushing my teeth, I saw one of Grandpa's whiskers poking out. Just out of the space under my eye. Oh, man. Oh. You're serious? And I started to remember how in the vent he hid inside of me. Oh, I'm gonna exit the game, dude. This is disgusting. It was so fast. I could barely remember. But as soon as I started to feel him sliding around in my head. I'll be right back.
You serious?
I'm gonna puke. If I freaking read more of this, I'm gonna throw up. For reals. This is disgusting. I'm serious. Am I the only one who's like neck deep in the story? Because fuck me, that is... Oh god, dude. I actually like revulsed. Convulsed. Oh my lord. I can't read this, dude. I'm gonna lose my mind. Behind my forehead and behind my eyes and nose. It doesn't hurt at all, it's just ticklish. Oh god, dude. Are you fucking serious? Are you serious? Oh my god, dude. I'm glad I can be with him. Oh, I can feel him now. Oh my god. I think he wants to meet you. Part of him is moving down my arm. I'm starting to get worried, Adrian. You really should not be twitching like this. I should walk you to the nurse's office. Come on, let's go. You should really meet him. I've told you so much about him. Here. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. What are you doing, Adrian? You're starting to look very ill. Please, just wait. Just stay still. He's gathering. Oh god, he's waiting at my fingertips. Why do you look like that? You don't have to be afraid. Look. I never want to read that ever again. I never ever want to read that ever again. You think I want to get the second ending? Yeah, I got the bad ending. Because I couldn't find the dad. I don't know where the dad is, probably in the waste bin, and I don't know where the freaking waste bin is. That was the most disgusting game I've ever played in my life. I know how to get the good ending, I do. Does anyone remember the code? That's really, though, the most disgusting game I've ever played in my life. What's up, Goob? This is a game not for you, I'll tell you that. Yo, that's me, you see that? Holy moly, I need Jesus right now. I have never played a game and like had it, I like physically repulsed. For real. God damn. I should have got the good ending because the bad ending is bad. It's bad. It's disgusting. What if I hit continue? Where does it put me? Yeah, it's right at the end. Where's the biohazard bin? Help. It's locked up. Am I stupid? Am I dumb? You know what I'm saying? Help. No, where's the biohazard bin? I don't need the tutorial. How do I get some form of light? I'm confused. There's so many things, actually. Like, I don't know what to do with the painting, either. I can't use the scissors on the painting. I'm Can I... Can I feed him more food when he's full? Maybe he'll spit something out. Let's try that. I'd have to go to the prepare food and like cover it up. Is it gonna be... I don't even know what it would be on the floor. Oh! A flashlight? Hold up. The waste bin is over here. Alchemy. On the virtue of the prudent when dealing with the devils, seen or unseen. The splendors and terrors of God's creation inhabit the world of both the seen and unseen. And just as one will not grapple... Just as one will not grapple with a lion, lest they be a fool, one will not approach a being of mind or aether without foreknowledge thereof. There are beings with no form, hiding between towering columns of air, and only appearing by slipping into the heart or the mind of evil and unclean men. But still, there are more beings which straddle the realm between the seen and unseen creatures, feeling through the air to see the heart of or mind of men. It is only by God's grace and his angels and servants crushing these beings under heel that a magician might compel them to these magicians' will, and so a magician must be perfectly clear in uttering the intent and ritual granted to us by God. Or else these devils, seen or unseen, will devour them, that being in their nature. On the nourishing of the devils of a particular type. Certain devils of a particular nature are nourished by the element of fire, others by attention and prayer given to their idols, still others by stranger and more obscure means. By God's grace, the requirement for nourishing a devil as part of a contract only requires a token of these givings, that is, a symbol. If a devil hungers after flesh, and would strip a man to his bones in the devouring, through the devil's hunger and nature which thirsts for flesh can be held in abeyance in the ritual act of giving blood in only a few drops. However, the contract must be completed in full, for the magician errs and does not provide in the devil instruction and guidance. The devil, once abjured to do no harm upon the magician, will return to its devouring nature. Yep. Paper doll. Now we gotta get our dad's picture. Oh shit. I don't remember the code. Hold on, I gotta go find the code again. Wasn't that... Was it this? Yeah. 323245. Did I do it wrong? I can't fucking remember already. 323345, right? Am I freaking silly? 245. Hold on. Okay. That's my dad. Oh. Lovely. Okay, now we gotta glue him. Okay, now we gotta go to Grandpa. Augustus. I must Augustus him. Take my blood. Now we go to Grandpa, and we offer a dar. A dar. I don't want to read that, it's gross. It's symbolically satiated blood, yep. Gives a soft, affirming grunt. This senses deep within your mind the ritual transformation out of your desire. You must receive from both a mother and a father totem. Yep. Knowledge you recently acquired has given you access to a conversation to discuss with Grandpa. Completed contract, right. Communicate. This better be the good ending. Thank you so much for completing the contract. I'll definitely help you out with your parents. Just give me a little time and I'll be ready to act. I think you'll be very happy. Your grandpa is very happy too. You did it all by yourself. You know, I couldn't have helped you if I tried. I would have really not have liked to. Well, I did not want you to complete the contract. I would have hated that. But do you understand why I would have had to? Maybe you don't. So much of your lives are made up, and yet what comes to pass was always once a fiction. You doubt yourself and your plans before they're even begun. And you believe what is in front of you as if the essence of things was not something you put there long ago. Too much doubt can suffocate even the surest thing. Only with patience and growth and nurturing does something become what it will be. And as soon shall see. Now we say bye-bye, right? I'm gonna save. Because now when we go to our psychologist, something else is gonna happen, right? I met with Adrian one final time. In the past few weeks, according to the reports of her teachers and peers, she's shown remarkable transformation. I would also add my voice to this consensus. It seems as if our time together has much changed for the better. It's the same, right? I'm not suggesting our meetings were a sole source of her... Yeah. Yes. She seems to suggest as much, at least in her usually esoteric way, when we last spoke. Something tells me she may... Something may have changed with Grandpa. God, I'm out mentally. Yes, well, something did change. I will write down her words verbatim here. Went down the stairs like I always did, but I sort of felt like something was different. My parents weren't arguing, and I felt something had changed with Grandpa too. There was a weird noise, but I wasn't afraid. So he stayed in there. He doesn't bust out. think Grandpa had to leave. But before he left, he made my parents nice. He reached inside and changed them. That was my wish. Oh, God. Maybe even what I was growing wasn't really my grandpa. Grandpa left what I was growing behind. He's gone now. He moved quickly out to I don't know where, but I'll always love him. I dismissed Adrian soon after, letting her know it was a pleasure getting to know her. Despite my apprehensiveness about the speed of the turnaround she had made, I could not see any reason why Adrian should be considered for further evaluation. As a counselor for Adrian, let it be known that I believe she is sound mental and emotional health. I'm pleased to see things turn out this way, and if I may, make a brief addendum. By happenstance, Mrs. Richardson bumped into the Hart family the other day while running an errand. She told me the parents were a little odd, but very pleasant, and quite clearly they adored their child. And that she had never seen Adrian happier. Oh my lord. That is awful, dude. That's the good ending. I knew that was gonna happen, right? It's very predictable. It was not nearly as disgusting, but it's equally as freaking horrible. Oh my god. Lovely. That game was lovely. That game is so freaking good. What what a pivot from the original game we had this morning. This morning, the start of the stream. Apparently a whole day is the 4 hours I stream. Every day. Oh my god. Ugh. That is insane. That might be the scariest thing I've played in like years. For real. Definitely the most disgusting thing I've played in a long time. Yeah. All right, that's all. That's all for Spooky Tuesday. We grew our grandpas. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean the body horror isn't even like gore, right? It's not even like, wow, look at what's inside of you and how many, yeah. If I cut off this piece of you, how you still are alive. It's nowhere near that. It's like worse. Give what? That other one another try? What do you mean? What other one? What are we saying right now? Oh no, I will be refunding that game. So, I will be cutting that game from the VOD as well. So when this VOD comes up, the start of the stream will be missing. Oh my god, you gambled all your points and doubled them. Good job, brother. Anyway, goobs, that's it for this Spooky Tuesday. What a freaking roller coaster. For real. What a roller coaster. This was a Spooky Tuesday for the memories books. Big time. Big in the time. Yeah. I think it was a good recovery. I'm glad we played a good game. Both the games we played today were Suggy games. So, yeah. If you want to leave me suggies, we do play suggies. The stream is a group activity. Fuck you. It's a group activity. Do you want to watch me refund the game? Probably not, because it would have like my card number and stuff. Anyway, what a treat. I'll leave a review about that game. Apparently we missed an achievement. I did not get every document. I don't know how. How did I not? Oh well. Anyways, Goobs. Tomorrow begins our Fallout 76 streams. So that's always a blast. So I'll be back tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. MST. Always a little later on Wednesdays. Yes, always a little later on Wednesdays. And yeah, as you can see, we have the silly sound effects on the Twitch. If you want to have fun with those, go over there. But yeah, also on Friday we will not be playing 76. We're gonna do a weird Friday, and yeah, you should stop by. It'd be a blast. I will keep stating that every stream this week though. It's only Tuesday, so we got 76 for the next couple of streams, and I know a lot of people love that. Good to have you all. Yeah, that's it. Leave me a suggy if you need beneath the stream, as always. I'm gonna go to sleep. That was a lot of reading, and my brain is... I'm probably gonna have a nightmare for sure. For sure. So thanks for being here with me through that disgusting game. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
What happens when life breaks down? God himself puts his arms around you.